Hey everyone, I just wanted to come on here and tell about a dream I had last night about like end time and what is going to happen. I'm not a prophet. Um, I'm not perfect by far, but I really had a heavenly experience Sunday, and I really had a dream, a really vivid dream. So last night I had fallen asleep. And in my dream, I had ended up going to a doctor's appointment. And at the doctor's appointment, they kind of had like a lockdown, like you were trapped in. You could not leave, and they said they were coming out with new technology. And they were handing everyone small boxes. And in these small boxes, I seen a little piece of microscopic equipment, but when I grabbed it, I seen that it was the chip. And I've never even looked up what the chip looked like. But it looked like a little peel. But it like was so teeny, but it magnified when I touched it. And I could see into it. And in the chip, there was computer technology that I have never seen, that we can't even fathom. And I was looking at the chip. It was like beautiful. I was so entranced by it. It was speaking to me. Like it was so lovely and magnificent, and to take it like it was the best thing that could ever happen to you. And it was almost like a person talking to me. And I was mesmerized by it, even though I knew that that was something that I would never take. But it was like calling out to me. And all these other people were going to take it. And they said, you have just a short time to figure this out, if you want it or not. But before it even got there, as I was holding the chip, and it was huge in my fingers because God was letting me see what was in it. And as I started to feel like, no, this is not for me. How could I even have these feelings of how wonderful and magnificent, as it was kind of speaking to my mind and spirit? When I told it no, it started bleeding out onto my fingers and going down my fingers in my hand. And it scared me so bad that I had threw the chip down. And when I threw it down, I put it in the case and I shut it, because the case shut that it was in. And when I shut it, it popped back open, and it even tried to fly into my ear. And I thought, oh my gosh, but it bounced out. And that's when they said, well, you have a very short time. And I sat there and I thought, what was that? Why was the chip bleeding? Why was it so determined to get into me? But the blood represented was the blood of Satan. You're no longer covered by the blood of Christ, that you are now covered by the Antichrist, by Satan himself, that you have took on a new form, that you're not almost like even human anymore. You are controlled to the uttermost, that you have now sold yourself, and you sold yourself short. It was the most scary feeling, because there were people lining up right there. And as they told me that, they said I had just a short time from the time I was in the hospital that I walked out. It was that fast. They implemented it, that you would have the chip, that no man or woman or child would be free from it anymore. There was absolutely no way to live. You can't get gas. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't even walk in a store. That is your ID. That is who you are. You are now owned by the demonic side. And when you take this chip, you take it and you're not even you anymore. Whatever they had put in the chip, and the computer work in that, it completely changes you. You are of the beast system. And I was walking out. I seen my father, and my father was yelling to people and yelling to me, Rachel, don't take it. No matter what you do, don't take this chip. And I already knew, even though it was so magnificent, even though it was speaking to me, to my mind in like human form, how wonderful a life you would have and how marvelous it was, because who else could make such great technology? Who else could be so beautiful and so smart? I knew how wicked it truly was. Don't kid yourself. The devil came